thing about listing odds and ends in a death pile is that once you do sell it, you have to figure out what you're going to ship it in. And today I've got a very unique sale. I've sold this vintage bobblehead musical car. It actually plays Lowrider. And one of the things I'm going to do with this before I even put it in a box is I'm going to put the batteries back in and test it and make sure it works before it goes out. But my dilemma at this moment is, how am I going to package this and get it there? I've got a variety of boxes to choose from. I at first thought I was going to use this Keen shoe box, and I quickly decided that's not going to cut it. Certainly not tall enough for the little guy's head, so we're going to get rid of that. Then I initially had it in this box with my note to test it again before it goes out. I think that box is approximately the right size. However, I think that from here to here it's too tight. So I'm going to throw it, plus it's written all over it. It doesn't look good. So you two are out. This box, I think, has enough room this way and probably barely enough in the height. But it's a little flimsy. I think we're going to pitch that one to the curb. And the winner is this nice big eBay box. I got it. I can get plenty of cushioning around it, under it, and over it. And the box itself is real sturdy. Looks a lot more professional than the other three boxes. This eBay box, I think, is what it's going to go out the door in. Now that I got my box figured out, next thing I want to do is throw some batteries back in it, test it out, make sure it still works, and then get it packaged up and shipped off to its new owner. Let's do this. Now for the test. Let's see if it still works. Now I need to kill a few of these lights so that we can get the full effect of this while I'm doing it. I was pretty certain that this was going to be my box, and I think I just changed my mind as usual. This box would probably do it. It's a 15 by 10 by 6, I think it says there. But then I found this other box, and what I like more about that one is it has more height, so I can cushion around their heads and underneath it more. I think that's more important, whereas this box, I think it's going to stop me from really putting enough cushioning on their heads. So I'm switching to that box until I change my mind again. This packaging situation is, I think, about to come together. We'll figure it out here in just a second. I got this plan, and it involves all of this, and it should all end up in there and be very secure. We'll see as I go if I know what I'm doing. My first layer of putting this together is to put a double layer of bubble wrap down in the bottom. So that's my first plan of attack, doubled over bubble wrap. Then I'm going to lay 2 more layers of bubble wrap and run it up the sides in order to protect the front of the car. I think my next move is to get the car down in there. Nice. I think what we'll do is lay that over. That can't hurt anything. That's good. Then I'm feeling that I got another layer of bubble wrap, and I'm going to change my plan of attack there. I'm going to get this down in there first. That will protect the sides. And this one on the other side. Now I'm feeling pretty good about that so far. Then I've made up these two little bags here with, I don't know, the foam peanuts in it. Everybody hates those when they fly around in their house, so I've contained them into a little bag. And my plan is to put them down in the front and back of it here and have a little flexibility to protect these little guys' heads. Hoping that does the job. And then my final plan of attack is to double layer bubble wrap on the top and then close this up. As usual, I backed off and changed my plan just a little bit. To border on the side of caution, I've taken out what I just had in there, and I decided to put little small bubble wrap dividers all around the little fellas in there. Then I'm going to put the peanuts in, and then the top layer. Then we're going to seal this up. That, I think, is my final answer. That's how it's going to get shipped today. Well, there it is. I got it ready to go. I feel confident that these little guys will get there safe and sound. As usual, I probably overdid it, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. This is a good example of why a lot of us that are in the eBay selling business keep looking at that death pile and don't list it, because the death pile with odds and ends, it's always more work to figure out how to ship it. But this one's going out the door, and it's really a cool vintage item, and I hope the new owner enjoys it and it gets there safe and sound.